recording? Nope. Wait a second.
Nope.
Okay, we're set. Good evening, everyone. Top of the evening to you. This is the Board of Trustees regular meeting. The date is March 10th, 2015. It is 7:30 p.m. on the dot. This is meeting number 2015-06. Clerk Quinlan, please take the roll.
President Barry,
Here.
Trustee Olenichik,
Here.
Trustee Desmond,
Here.
Trustee Carberry,
Here.
Trustee Vorder,
Here.
Trustee Streit,
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan. We have a quorum.
Thank you so much. Would everyone rise, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item 3 on our agenda this evening is public comments, and my clerk says we have no public comments, correct? Okay, very good. So item 4 tonight is conflict of interest disclosure. Does anyone have a conflict to disclose with any item on tonight's agenda?
Mayor Barry, this isn't a
Trustee
conflict.
Olenichik? Okay.
Under the village president's report, there's a request to approve a Class AV liquor license for Petey's Place. I've known the Quadracki family for well over 15 years. I've worked with them through the Raiders organization on many fundraiser events, but I just want to make that public knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you. Any other disclosures this evening before we get started? Okay. Number 5, District 1A Lions Helen Keller Run. This is the 5K run and walk, April 26th, 2015. And Mr. Carrar, I understand you're the club president. Would you like to say a few words before we vote to promote your event?
I would. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you. If you could state your name and if you're an Oak Lawn resident, that'd be great.
My name is Frank Carrar. I am an Oak Lawn resident. I live at 5129 Oak Center Drive, obviously in Oak Lawn. I'm not the president of the club.
You were.
I'm a past president.
Okay.
I am
Best job in the
currently
world.
membership chairman for the Oak Lawn Lions. I'm also a committee co-chair for the walk and run. This is our fifth walk and run. We're going to be at Richards High School, and I'm asking the board to approve this. The Lions of Illinois Foundation, the District 1A Lions, the Oak Lawn Lions, and all of our neighboring Lions clubs are going to be participating in this particular activity. We support the blind and the deaf. We do lots of things in the community to help individuals in all circumstances. And this particular fundraiser is very dear to our hearts because it raises a good deal of money that helps the foundation, the Lions of Illinois Foundation, the Lighthouse for the Blind, and our open areas. And we also make it available to the groups with good causes, and there are lots of them that come and participate, to be awarded 40% of what they bring in as kind of their share of the monies to do their good works. And I would truly appreciate this board, to be, as they have in the past, to be kind and grant this permission. This activity is on April 26th. That's a Sunday. We have the permission of District 218 and the Park District, and all we need is your permission to proceed. So I put myself in your hands.
Thank you. Thank
Make a
you.
motion to
You're
approve.
welcome.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, properly moved by Trustee Olenichik, seconded by Trustee Streit. Any discussion? Let's take the vote, please.
All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Congratulations, and I'll see you on that morning. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Item 6 tonight is the Spring into Summer event for June 13th, 2015. Is anyone representing the chamber here? Would you like to come up and say a few words? And I understand, are you an Oak Lawn resident? And state your name.
Very much so. Glenn Cato, 5090 Wick Drive, Oak Lawn. I've been involved with the Spring into Summer Pet Parade and New Car Show from the start, so we're in our 9th year now. which is amazing. It'll be June 13th. It's all day Saturday. Pep parade starts at 10 in the morning, and we'll have a new car show from all of our local Oak Lawn auto dealers, as well as a variety of vendors, including pet rescues. And we'll cap the evening off with a live band.
Wow,
So
that sounds great.
yes.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve spring into summer?
So moved.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek, seconded by trustee Vorderer. Any discussion or questions for Mr. Cato? Let's take the vote, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations. We'll see you at that one, too. It's a real fun event.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, item 7 tonight is West Side Baseball. Any representatives from West Side Baseball here? Yeah. Janet, could you state your name and if you're an Oak Lawn resident, please?
Yeah, my name is Janet Dukic. I am an Oak Lawn resident, 9212 South McVicker. I'm here on behalf of Westside Baseball of Oak Lawn. Westside Baseball is a local non-for-profit. We're at 9400 South Oak Park Avenue. We rest on 8 acres of property at the Johnson Center. We have 5 baseball fields where we teach our children the fundamentals of baseball. As the newest field maintenance director of Westside Baseball, I also want to teach our children about the foundation in which they play. I'm here today to use this platform to introduce opportunities to those community members who are interested in volunteer work or performing community service hours or school service hours, and introduce them to Westside Baseball even though they might not have any particular interest with the organization because they don't have kids involved. What we're doing is we have a whole bunch of initiatives that we're starting out for 2015. First of all, the Water Reclamation District donated 12 rain barrels for each of our dugouts that we're sending out to different organizations and asking them to paint them, and they're going to be helping us prevent soil erosion around our dugouts, and we'll be utilizing that water to maintain our fields. We're sponsoring the Johnson Center flower bed, and we're going to be doing a little bit more purposeful gardening. And the flowers that are going to be put in the Johnson flower bed is going to be all for the monarch butterfly. So we're actually going to be able to establish it as a monarch conservatory. For those that are interested in horticulture, there's an opportunity to come and volunteer out in their fields there. We are what we're doing also is trying to build economic stimulation for our village. So outside of just going to organizations, as we are a non-for-profit, we have to ask for money. We're going to organizations saying, how can we help you build your business? In exchange, can you support us in our fundraising efforts? So we're saying build jobs while you fundraise. And like we've had several different organizations such as Art Clay World, Chili's Restaurant, Potbellies, Primo's on 95th. These are some organizations that we've already started doing this pay it forward situation. We send people to your business in Westside's name, and then in return they give us a donation. So we're kind of like earning our keep in our village. As a non-for-profit, non-for-profits don't pay into the tax system as regular businesses do. So I figure in a sense of adding that education to our children in the process of our fundamentals of our landscape and our environment, that we also help contribute and give back into the community financially in that way. Ultimately, I'm here to use this platform, and I hope that if you are inspired by landscaping, if you are inspired by arts, such as the painting the rain barrels, if you're inspired in helping us build economic stimulation for Oak Lawn, go on to Westside Baseball's either Facebook page or website, and we'll have continual updates as to the activities that regular average Oak Lawn community members can be a part of. Thank you.
Thank you. That's excellent. Westside Baseball is wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for all you're doing and all the work the parents are doing too. Hope it's a great season. Steve, you're already up at the podium. I'm going to turn the floor over to you. We're going to have a discussion on the Massage Envy grand opening.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Board. Oak Lawn has a new business at Stony Creek Promenade called Massage Envy. The owner, Justin Guditz, is here tonight. Justin, if you'd like to come up. Just a little bit about Massage Envy. Justin owns another Massage Envy in LaGrange, which when I went and visited there several months ago, he said they did exceptionally well. And in talking to Justin tonight, he said Oak Lawn is blowing LaGrange out of the water as far as their first couple of weeks in business. So they opened February 23rd, and the ribbon cutting is tomorrow night, the grand opening at 5 p.m. at the Massage Envy at Stony Creek. So here's Justin Huditz to tell you a little bit about Massage Envy. Welcome, Justin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, trustees, village residents, for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. I want to let you know that also in the audience, I have a couple of our massage therapists here, Janice Schaefer, Patricia Stoffel, my brother Nate Huditz, who is the manager at the clinic. My wife, Jen, is here, as well as my dad, just for moral support, I guess. My name's Justin Huditz. I am the owner of the new Massage Envy Spa of Oak Lawn at 111th and Cicero Avenue in the new Stony Creek Promenade. And we are a clinic that offers therapeutic massage and skin care performed by licensed massage therapists and estheticians. We are the biggest provider of massage in the U.S. We have over 1,000 locations coast to coast in 49 states, so Alaska and Hawaii included. And we do over 18 million massages per year. But tonight I wanted to share with you two things that really got me into this business and that kind of still freak me out to this day. The first one is what is a knot? When you get a knot in your muscle, do you know what that actually is? I used to think, I hope that untangles itself. But what it is a ball of toxins that has collected and hardened and is just sitting there on your tissue. And you might have them all over. The good news is a licensed massage therapist knows how to bust these knots up so that when you drink plenty of water after your massage, you can flush these toxins out of your system. The late, great Bob Hope, with his crazy entertainer lifestyle, got a massage every day for most of his life and lived to be over 100 years old. The other thing I wanted to share tonight, and you can look this up, medical experts are telling us that 80 to 90% of all diseases are stress-related. You have to have a healthy way to manage stress if you want to avoid problems in the long run. Massage therapy lowers heart rate, lowers blood pressure, helps you get better sleep, and releases endorphins, which helps you feel happier. People in your life, like your spouse and your kids, can appreciate a happier you. Besides massage, as I mentioned earlier, we also offer therapeutic skincare through our specially formulated facials. Our skin is the largest organ on our bodies, and with the weather we get around here, our faces take a beating. We have facials that clear up breakouts, protect you from the elements, and even reverse the signs of aging. I'm actually 92 years old, believe it or not. Massage Envy is proud to be partnered with Dr. Howard Murad. You can look him up. He is a pioneer in the field of skincare. Every facial we do, every product we sell was developed by him. So here's the deal. I currently have 20 people employed at our new clinic in Oak Lawn. When all's said and done, we plan to get that number up over 60, which is a pretty good number of jobs. So we have all those people. We have 14 treatment rooms. We are open from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. 7 days a week. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Everybody needs to get in there and start taking care of yourself today. I know from the people that we've met so far and from speaking with my cousins, the Webbs, who run the dealership on 95th here, that the people of Oak Lawn work hard. Oak Lawn needs and Oak Lawn deserves some massages. We've got packages and gift cards and all that good stuff, but what I hope to talk you into tonight, as well as the viewers at home, is to come try us out. If you have never had a massage or a facial before in your life, we are the place for you. When you come in for your first session, one of us will sit down with you and explain everything so that you can sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we'll do it at a good price. $49.99 for a 1-hour session massage your first time in. $59.99 for a 1-hour facial your first time in. And if you have a flex spending account or health savings account, you can use that on us. So that's an important piece of information. To wrap up, I'd just like to say that the Stony Creek Promenade is shaping up to be a gem of a center. We are proud to be a part of it, and we are proud to be a part of the community of Oak Lawn. Thank you again for your time, and we hope to see you soon at Massage Envy Spa.
Thank you.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions?
Trustee Vorder.
I just want to make a comment in researching your facility and your operation prior to granting your entrance into Oak Lawn. Myself and Trustee Olenichek visited your LaGrange location, and we found it to be a first-class, beautiful facility, and I think it fits right where it's at here in Oak Lawn. Thanks for bringing it here.
Thank you, and wait till you see the Oak Lawn facility. It's really nice.
I'll be there.
That's beautiful.
Sounds
Any other-
great.
Any other questions?
Any questions
I have
from
a
the board?
question. Justin, is it true that massages make you happier?
Yeah.
I'd like to buy one for every one of our board members. Thank you. All right. Justin,
Thank you,
thanks for
Steve.
coming.
Thank
How
you all
about a
again.
big round of applause for Justin?
Thank you so much. Best of luck with your new business. Trustee Desmond, I'm going to ask you to come to the podium. We have item 9 on our agenda tonight, St. Patrick's Day entertainment for all the residents. We have terrific kids. You might have heard them making some noise in the hallway. If someone could get the kids in.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Just before we start this, I'd like to say one comment for Justin. Is he still here? Yeah, I mean, if you're 92, God bless your dad who's over here with us. So again, it's that time of year where we celebrate our Irish heritage, and especially here on the south side. It's a huge tradition, has been for years. I've invited back the O'Callaghan School of Irish Music. We had them last year, and when they are done, I have another special guest that's going to sing a couple of songs for us. So, guys, if you want to come in and line up.
Tim, are you going to play something for us this year?
No, not tonight.
Where is
No.
the Oak?
I brought someone that can do a lot better job than I can. So, guys, why don't you come up here in front? Yeah.
Yay.
And again, I mean, all these are Oak Lawn students keeping the not just Irish culture, but musical culture alive on the south side. Very good. So thank you guys. You did a fantastic job as usual. Now I have one other special guest. No, okay, you guys can. Great job. You're all done. You're all special.
Thank you for coming. It was really good.
I invited one other person here tonight. He's been playing around the side for many years. A very unique individual. He's one of those guys that you would consider yourself lucky to meet just once in your lifetime. A fantastic talent, someone who does what he loves. He's one of those individuals that he's lucky enough to be talented enough to work at what he loves. So, John Devlin.
Well, thank you so much, Tim, and thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm going to do a couple songs. And as one of my great musician friends once said, singing along has been reduced from a felony to a misdemeanor. So, help me out here. I've been a wild rover for many's a year, and I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. And now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, she says to me, nay, such a custom as yours I could have every day. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I then pulled from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskies and the wines of the best, and the words that she told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, then I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. We're going to do one more. We're going to sing it. And let's just think of this as a Danny Boy sandwich, because the first, the ensemble, well, they play a little instrumental version of that song. Now we're going to do a little vocal version of it. By the way, Sunday at 5 o'clock, I'll be over at Mr. Tim Desmond's Pub there, Jack Desmond's Pub, over at 10329 South Ridgeland Avenue. Come on over, you all in TV land, and all of you people here too. 5 o'clock till about 8 or so. Yeah, had to get it in. Okay. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the flowers are dying. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come and all the flowers are dying, and when I'm dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear though soft you'll tread above me. Then shall my grave more warmer, sweeter be. And you will come and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Well, thank you so much. Happy spring. Happy summer. And by the way, I'm for hire as a piano tuner or as a musician. So, hey, thank you all so much, everybody. John Devlin, 773-767-1067, signing off.
Thank you.
Hey, Tim. I just wanted to remind everybody that John took the bus to get here. It took him a couple hours on the bus to be here tonight with us. So we owe him a big hand for being here. Thank you, John.
Trustee Border.
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment, Mayor. John, I'm not really a big music fan, but I'm a groupie of yours. I go out of my way to attend your shows. You not only can do Irish music, but you can do everything from the Beatles to Elvis Presley. So I think that if you get a chance, make sure you go and see one of his shows. He's really, really a great entertainer. Okay.
Thank you.
Mayor.
Thank you. And thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Trustee Border, I think you had a...
Oh, yeah, Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to move up 14 and 15. This is the historical designation
Okay,
of
we
the
have-
VFW post. We have a lot of members here, and
Okay, we
do
have
it.
a motion to move, to advance items 14 and 15. Properly moved by Trustee Border, seconded by Trustee Carberry. Any discussion? Let's take the vote.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
I think it's 15 and 16, but
15
yes.
and 16? Okay. Thank you.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
And Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, item 15 on tonight's agenda is a request to approve the Historic Preservation Commission referral for the official historic designation of VFW Post 5220 at 9514 South 52nd Avenue. This was a 3-0 vote to approve petition 2015-1. Robert Philbin, petitioner in District 3. And then 16 is an ordinance granting that request. May I have a motion?
Motion approved.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek.
Second.
Seconded by trustee Warder. Would you gentlemen like to come up and say anything about the project? Okay, Commander Johnson.
Yes, thank you again. What this is the 1967 tornado. 33 individuals died from Cook County. The VFW was the morgue to 21 of them. So we just wanted to get the designation that said on this spot. This doesn't necessarily mean we can't do anything with the building. I know we have the senior center thing coming up possibly, and if we want to change the facade or anything in any way, this doesn't affect that at all. All this says is that on this spot, we were the morgue in 1967. So,
Okay.
any questions, comments?
Okay, let's take the vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Congratulations. Is Mr. Philbin here this evening? I don't see him. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
you. All the best. Okay. Thank you, Joe Station. Okay. Back to item 10. Jumping around. Approval of meeting minutes for the regular meeting minutes, 2015-05, dated February 24th, 2015. May I have a motion on item 10?
Motion approved.
Okay, I think that, I don't know who said it. Yeah, trustee Oliniechek and seconded by trustee Warder. Any discussion? Let's take the vote.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
11 tonight is approval of meeting minutes for the special meeting minutes 2015-04, dated February 25th, 2015. I have a motion on item 11.
Motion approved.
Properly moved by trustee Carberry,
Second.
seconded by trustee Desmond. Any discussion here? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Abstain.
Motion passes 5-0-1.
Thank you. 7 tonight is new business by village trustees. We're going to start in District 1 tonight. Tim, what's new?
I have no new business. Just like to remind people about the March 21st neighbourhood First District meeting at 2 p.m. at St. Louis de Montfort. That's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. District 2, trustee Oliniechek.
We are celebrating the Irish heritage. There is St. Joseph's for the Polish. We couldn't fit a polka band up here, but maybe next year we'll get that done.
You could move some chairs and do it next year.
I have no news to report. Thank you.
No new business. District 3, trustee Streit.
No new business this evening.
Okay, moving on to 4, trustee Vorder.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I had 2 meetings in the past week with representatives from the hospital staff on the emergency room expansion and the new traffic light. I have a lengthy report I was going to do, but I see we have them here and they're going to do a PowerPoint, so I will just
Very good.
pass. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, do you want to introduce them?
Yes.
Or are they later on the?
They're later on the
Yeah,
agenda.
okay. We won't. Anything else?
No, that's all, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. District 5, trustee Quinlan.
No report?
And District 6.
No report, Madam.
Wow. You should have those singers all the time. Very good. Village manager's report is item 8 on tonight's agenda. Larry, you have the floor.
No new business, Mayor.
Okay. So we are on 14, ordinance 150622, an ordinance amending Title 6, Chapter 5, Be Like Boy, of the Oaklawn Village Code pertaining to rental property inspections and fees. May I have a motion, please, on item 14 this evening?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by trustee
Second.
Carberry, seconded, I believe, by trustee Oliniechek. Okay. Any discussion? Let's take the vote.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
We're going to move on to item 17, having already done 15 and 16. 17 tonight is a request to approve the Planning and Development Commission referral for a 54.2% parking variation at 10900 South Cicero, which is a 6-1 vote to approve petition 2015-2. Stony Creek North LLC is the petitioner in District 5. And then item 18 is an ordinance granting that request. Oops,
Motion approved.
yes. Okay, properly moved by trustee Quinlan,
I'll second, Mayor.
seconded by trustee Vorder. Any discussion here? Okay, let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
No.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-1.
So we're on item 19, request for approval of the Planning and Development Commission referral for a special use permit and setback variation to allow for the emergency department garage and ramp replacement in an R. Like Robert 3 zone district at 4440 West 95th Street. It was a 7-0 vote to approve petition 2015-3 and petition 2015-4. Advocate Health and Hospitals Corporation is the petitioner in District 5. And then item 20 is an ordinance granting those requests or that request. May I have a motion on 19 and 20, please?
Motion to approve, Mayor.
Properly moved by
Second.
trustee Vorder, seconded by trustee Carberry. Any discussion? And would you like to say a few words? You have the presentation?
Sure. Got the
Can you
opportunity.
introduce yourself,
I will.
sir? And are you an Oaklawn resident?
I am not. I'm Director of Planning and Design for Advocate Healthcare, 4440 West 95th Street.
And what is your name, please?
Scott Nelson.
Thank you. Welcome, Mr. Nelson.
Thank you. We've got a brief presentation here we'd like to go through. What I want to do is just step back 1 second and remind you all, we've had a couple of major projects in the last couple of years approved. Those were really the outcome of a long, in-depth master planning exercise. We're moving into we've moved past the first phase, which is the completion of the outpatient pavilion there along 95th Street. We're in the second phase of construction now, which is the new patient care tower and the garage directly across the street. We got the first piece of the link across the street up over the weekend. We're now moving into the third phase of the master plan, which is this project. Third phase is the emergency department. What we're asking for is the variance for the ramp piece of this. It is the existing ramp is at the end of its useful life. We need to reconstruct that ramp. We're going to use this as an opportunity to enhance the patient care and the safety for patients that are driving in and walking up, as well as those that will arrive in ambulance getting into the facility. We also see it as a major opportunity to address the west side of the campus, since we've got a new image on the south side and the east side. We've worked with our architects and our design team to show how we can bring that design concept around and kind of face now the west side of the campus. So with that, I've got Tom Lee with HD Architects. He's got the PowerPoint presentation and he can walk through that.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Tom Lee. I'm the design principal at HDR Architecture. I am unfortunately not an Oaklawn resident. I also can't sing, so this will be pretty straightforward. I just want to walk you through what we've been working on and what the new ED ambulance garage and ramp are going to start to look like. And I did color coordinate my laser pointer tonight. So, but in case you're, for anyone who's unclear, this location map north is to the left. The ED is here off of Kilbourne on the west side of the medical center campus. This is, if we start to look at Kilbourne Avenue, this is the new ambulance garage that we're proposing. Again, this is Kilbourne Avenue and north is to your left. Ambulances, just so you're aware, will be coming up Kilbourne and going up a ramp into the new garage and dropping off patients within the garage and then exiting to the north. Patients will be driven at the lower level and they will enter their drop-off at this entry point here, drop off underneath the garage, and then exit here. There's a third exit or entrance just in case, or for safety and security reasons, just in case one of the other two exits ever get blocked by a disabled vehicle or patients dropping off their car. As you all well know, this is the existing emergency department. I'll talk about this in a little bit. That existing condition, this is just a section through it, and this is the setback variance that we were requesting. This is a section through the existing ramp right here. So if you see this thing here is this wall, and then this wall back here is actually the back wall of the ambulance garage. And this area here is all open air. What we're proposing is to enclose that ambulance garage for safety and security for patients arriving by ambulance. What you can see, the differences between the two and the enclosure is that you have, we've enclosed the entire second level, and we've also added this portal that will really help to announce the front entry or where people are supposed to go to drop off emergency room patients. If we blow this up a little, you'll notice that the glass is cantilevered out past the concrete. This concrete ramp that you see back here is actually a replacement of the existing ramp. And it's in the exact same location, so it doesn't change. It's replaced in kind. The enclosure up above with the glass is really to help conceal some of the ambulances up above. The cantilever is really to allow air to pass through underneath so that we don't have any unsightly louvers on the front of the facade. This is a semi-conditioned space, so we need to bring fresh air into that. And you can see the portal, and the portal has been kind of pushed out as close as we can get to the property line. Such that people will be able to see it as you drive up and down Kilbourne. The project will be phased. Phase 1 is on the, we'll begin the demolition and construction of the south portion of the ramp. Ambulances will use the north half of the ramp during phase 1 for drop-off, and there's a temporary ambulance staging area across the street. During phase 2, ambulances will use the southern portion of the ramp for drop-off. While the north side gets demolished, the existing ramp gets demolished and the new ramp gets put in place. And at that point, the staging area will return back to parking spaces. So just to walk through the design a little bit, this is I mentioned before, the existing emergency department. And we wanted to evaluate it very closely because we wanted to make sure that we addressed any of the issues that came forth. One of them is that clearly the emergency department, as it currently stands, is very visually complex. And so we were looking to trying to simplify that. The other thing is that complexity starts to lend itself to a confusion or an unintuitive quality where it's really hard to understand where you're supposed to go once you arrive. The other thing is that the emergency department lacks an identity on the campus. It feels very much like a back of house space as opposed to a front door worthy of the caliber of the services provided here. And so when we set out to do the design, we weren't looking to create necessarily our own signature, but we were really trying to continue the new language of the campus. So as you well know, this is the campus. This is north is up. Recently completed is the outpatient pavilion on the south side on 95th Street. Under construction now is currently the new bed tower. And for us, the bed tower anchors is sort of a new presence on the east side of the campus. The outpatient pavilion is the sort of the new anchor on the south side of the campus. And for us, the emergency department we see as being the new anchor on the west side of the campus, sort of a new front door, if you will. Because of the language of the existing or the new projects going up, we're not trying to, again, create our own signature. What we're trying to do is continue that language. And we're doing that such by using the same glass that we used at the outpatient pavilion, the same concrete and the same metal finishes so that it'll very much look in kind with the rest of the campus and help create more of a cohesive appearance. This is an aerial view. And if you zoom in, you can see that the new ramp and enclosure is comprised of 3 pieces. This existing concrete ramp, or the new concrete ramp, the glass enclosed ambulance garage up above, and the portal that, again, announces the front entry. This is both the vehicular and the pedestrian entrance to the emergency department below. These are just some plans, the ambulance garage up above. And then this is the drop off at the ground level. So cars and patients will drive here, drop off, and drive back out and park across the street. There's some temporary spaces within, beneath that garage should you have to exit your car and check a patient in right away. Elevations. And this is the appearance from across the street of the new portal and entry. And then the view at night. That's all I had.
Thank you. Any questions? Any discussion? I think it looks beautiful, and I'm excited with the modern look spilling onto the west side.
Yes.
That I'm glad they're being tied together. Trustee Porter.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment that in discussions, we talked about lighting Kilbourne Avenue, which currently I feel is not very well lit. And they will take that on as a serious project. They will bring our lighting engineers in to direct the light and keep it from the residential area in Colmar. And I'm assured that during the process of this construction, there'll be minimal interference with the people that live along Colmar Avenue with construction equipment and noise. Am I correct?
That's absolutely.
Thank you, thank you. Wonderful job. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and I think it'll be so much easier to spot. So, great. Any other questions or discussion? Let's take the vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. We look forward to it. When will it be done? I shouldn't have asked that.
2017?
Say that again, please. Summer of 2016. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we did 19 and 20. Now we're on 21, Resolution 150612. Resolution urging the Governor and General Assembly to protect the full funding of the local government distributive fund revenues. May I have a motion on 21?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by Trustee Vorder,
Second.
seconded by Trustee Desmond. Any discussion?
Mayor, yesterday, myself and you were downtown at the State Building, and we met with many of the state legislators on this issue. We were joined with perhaps 25 or 30 other mayors from the southwest suburbs, and the mayors sent the message that this cut that the governor is proposing to our revenue will greatly impact the quality of services right into the public safety sectors that communities provide to their residents. Hopefully, we had an impact down there, and this will be modified.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
thank you for coming with. There were 262 people who filed appearance slips yesterday in opposition, 0 as proponents of it. Everyone realizes that there's going to be a little pain involved in getting Illinois back on the right track, but this is the wrong way to do it. The governor is proposing to take $2.8 million from the Oak Lawn monies distributed from your income taxes. So $2.8 million is huge. It is the entire amount, for example, of our street infrastructure repair and maintenance budget. It is the salaries and benefits for 21 firefighters, or it's the salaries and benefits for 23 police officers, the salaries and benefits for 29 public works employees, or it's the entire amount the village is spending on its finance and IT departments combined. Obviously, it's a huge hit to just lose that money out of the blue. We work very methodically and carefully to plan for things and plan ahead and anticipate things that we will have to spend money on. This would be devastating, and I would urge every resident to contact their legislators if you need help doing that. Maybe we could put a link on the website how to do that, but we need to tell everyone this is not the way to go. I think a good way to proceed would be to fix the problems that caused the money to be so out of control in the first place. The unfunded mandates, for example, are a big problem. Without fixing those things, you're just taking money from one pocket instead of another, the residents will pay either on the state level or the municipal level. It's really a bad thing. So Trustee Warder, thank you for coming with To Fight. I hope every trustee here contacts our representatives. Larry, do you have anything to say about that?
Nothing to add, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. So very potentially devastating. I suspect the budget will go through many reworks before this. So with that being said, any other discussion? Let's take the vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes on that.
22 tonight is Resolution 150613, a resolution approving the collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and the Detention Community Service Officers of MAP 351, MAP Municipal, Barry, what is that anyway? MAP 351. Thank you, 351. We'll leave it there. May I have a motion on 22, please?
Motion to approve.
Properly moved by Trustee Vorder.
Second.
Seconded by Trustee Oliniechek, I believe again, and any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much. Item 23 tonight is the village clerk's report. Jane, you have the floor.
Approval of semi-monthly disbursements number 2015-05D dated March 10th, 2015 in the amount of $7,380,918.55.
Thank you. May I have a motion on item 23A, please?
Motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Properly moved by Trustee Vorder, seconded by Trustee Carberry. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes. One more thing, Mayor. For the April 7th consolidated election, today, March 10th, was the last day to register to vote in the Oak Lawn Clerk's office. Early voting in the Oak Lawn Village Hall begins on Monday, March 23rd, and runs every day through April 4th. Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, March 29th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. In this same time frame, if you are not registered to vote, you can register and vote at the same time right here, but you will need 2 forms of ID for this grace period registration and voting. Please go to David or the Cook County Clerk's website at www.cookcountyclerk.com for more information. There's also early voting and grace period voter registration at the suburban courthouses and also at the county building at 69 West Washington. Thank you.
Excellent. And please, everyone, plan on voting. Okay, item 24 is my report, Village President's Report. 24A tonight is a request to approve a Class A V like Victor liquor license. This is taverns and lounges only for the relocation of PD's Place at 5407 West 95th Street in District 3. I have a motion on 24A.
Motion to approve.
I'm going to give it to Trustee Vorder and second by Trustee Strite. Any discussion? Let's take that vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Ordinance 24B, Ordinance 150626, an ordinance increasing the number of Class A V like Victor licenses that can be issued in the village for PD's Place, located at 5407 West 95th Street. May I have a motion on 24B, please?
So moved.
Properly moved by Trustee Strite, I believe.
Second.
Seconded by Trustee Warder. Any discussion? Let's take the vote, please.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Strike?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, general village matters. Not too much to say other than I'm thinking spring. Thank God the weather's thawing. I'm ready for the robins. I haven't seen any yet, but Whenever I see the St. Patty's Day singers and performers, very nice. So with that, we're going to go to item 25 tonight, executive session 2015-03, for the purpose of number 1, reviewing for approval of minutes of closed meeting minutes 2014-08, December 9th, 2014, number 2015-01, January 13th, 2015, 2015-02, February 25th, 2015, and number 2, reviewing for the release of minutes of closed meetings from April 10th, 2008, June 14th, 2010, and all closed meeting minutes for 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014-01, January 28th, 2014, 2014-02, March 25th, 2014, 2014-03, April 8th, 2014, and 2014-04, May 13th, 2014, 2014-05, June 10th, 2014, 2014-06, September 16th, 2014, 2014-07, September 23rd, 2014. May I have a motion, please, to go into executive session?
So moved.
Properly moved by trustee Oliniechek,
I'll second.
seconded by trustee Warder. Any discussion? Okay, we're going to clear the room for executive session. Any of this, oh yes, take the roll. I'm sorry.
Trustee Oliniechek?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Carberry?
Yes.
Trustee Vorder?
Yes.
Trustee Streit?
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you so much.
Do you guys want to see? Yeah.